Namanda, 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 Namanda.
Good morning.
Good morning.
All right, how are you all doing today?
Good.
All right, my name's Jay. This is my first time being the chairperson, so very excited. I would like to thank all of you for attending today's Dharma family service. So, as always, we'll begin the service with a moment of quiet sitting. Reverend Kuwahara will strike the bell, and we will sit for 1 or 2 minutes to quiet our minds and prepare to hear the Dharma. Then he will strike the bell again, and we will continue with the service.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Yavutsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Yavutsu.
Namo Amida Butsu.
Namo Yavutsu.
Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu.
Reverend Kuwahara will now chant the Shoshinge, which is on page 49 of the Purple Service Book. Don't think that's quite right. Let me see. 33. Let's see. Apologies. Do you know what page it starts on?
49 is correct.
Oh, 49?
49.
Okay, good.
Yes, 49 is correct. Yeah.
Okay.
Good morning, everyone. So today, the sutra chanting is Shoshinge, but like a second half, like a Wasan Nembutsu part, which is on page 49. Yeah. So usually, speaking of Shoshinge, there are two sections. The first part, starting page 33, is the main body, so-called Shoshinge. And then up until page 33 to 48, this is Shoshinge chanting. And then after page 49 to page 63. So this is a kind of second half of Shoshinge chanting. So Nembutsu with 6 Wasan hymns, Japanese hymns. So I know some people not comfortable with the long sutra chanting, so I'm dividing, the Shoshinge, into 2 sections. So I think last month, May, we had some practice trial of this Nembutsu and the Wasan part starting page 49. So I would like to have it same part again. And then there are some, if you open page 21, you can find some instructions of how to chant sutra, especially today's part, Nembutsu, and then Wasan part, like a more melody, ups and downs. So there are some guidance of like music or musical notes. I hope this is helpful for you to follow. And if this is too much, maybe you can just follow the English translation at the bottom of each page. Okay. はい。Yeah, let's do our best. Okay. よろしくお願いします。Namanda, Namanda, 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 Namanda. Namo 南無ナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナム下脱の降臨きわもなし高速かむるものはみな有無を離ると述べたも平等確に奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナム幸運無下女国一切のうげに触りなしこうたくかむらぬものぞなきなんじ義を奇妙せよナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナモアミダンブナ少女公明並びなしぐしこうのゆえなれば一切のごけものぞこりぬひきょう ナモアミダンブナブコウセウ最大一公園の部と名付けたり三途の国安開くなり大王具を奇妙せよがんにしくどく平等せいさい道法つぼ大心おうじょうあんなこナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーツナマンダーナマンダーナマン
Please rise if you are able to follow along with the Gatha Ganjin's Journey, which is on page 196 of the Purple Service Book. Please remain standing for the reading of Golden Chain 2. I will now recite the Golden Chain 2 on page 15 of the Purple Service Book. Please feel free to follow along. Okay. All right. Golden Chain 2. I am a link in the Buddha's golden chain of love that stretches around the world. I must keep my link bright and strong. I will try to be kind and gentle to every living thing and protect all who are weaker than myself. I will try to think pure and beautiful thoughts, to say pure and beautiful words, and to do pure and beautiful deeds, knowing that on what I do now depends not only my happiness or unhappiness, but also that of others. May every link in the Buddha's golden chain of love become bright and strong, and may we all attain perfect peace. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namandats, 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 namandats. Sorry, one more. All right. You may be seated. We will now have a Dharma message from Reverend Kuwahara.
Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for attending today's service, and happy Father's Day, right? And ta-da. It says no signal because it's not connected. Now, hi, yes. Okay, so before I start my Dharma message for today, I would like to read this how to listen to a Dharma message as usual. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. How to listen to a Dharma message. I listen as if I'm listening for the first time. I listen as if the message is for myself alone. I listen as if this is the last chance to listen to the Dharma. In Japanese, 弔問の心得。この度のこのご縁は初事と思うべし。この度のこのご縁は我一人のためと思うべし。この度のこのご縁は根性最後と思うべし。ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナモアミダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏、ナマンダ仏。はい。So, again, thank you very much for attending today's service. So, yesterday, today is Father's Day. And as I hit the kansho, tolling of the bell before the service started, somehow I remembered my father. My father is also a Jodo Shinshu Buddhist priest, and I'm from a Jodo Shinshu temple. And in Japan, we don't have a Sunday service. So, like Ohigan or Gotaen Shinran Shonin's birthday, or maybe Obon. So we have a special service at the temple on certain days, not every Sundays. So my temple, each temple has a different schedule, but my home temple has a monthly Dharma gathering. 4th, 5th, 6th every month, 3 days a month. And then each session, morning session starting from 8:30, and then afternoon session starting from 1, and then evening session starting 7. 3 services a day for 3 days. And then each time, 90 minutes Dharma message. I know, sounds like a torturing, right? For both audience and the speakers too, right? So when we invite a speaker, the speaker have to prepare like a 90-minute Dharma message for how many? Like a 9 or, sessions. So, yeah, a lot. Yeah. But, so every month, 4th, 5th, 6th, before the, and then we, at the home temple, we chant the Shoshinge, full version of Shoshinge for those three services a day. So, yeah, and then before the service starts, like, at the BBT, we have a kansho. Yeah. And then, when I was a child, I was listening, watching him hitting the bell. And then now I'm 50 years old, and then now I'm the one who hit the kansho. So somehow it's today the Father's Day. I remembered, my father. He's still alive, but he's how old? He's 81. He was born 81. He was born 1944. But anyway, so this is today's quote, which is the first of the 6 Wasan hymns today. We recited. Okay, so let me read this quote before my Dharma message today. Okay, so if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. Amida Buddha has passed through the 10 kalpas now, since realizing Buddhahood. Dharma body's wheel of light is without bound, shining on the spiritually blind and ignorant of the world. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida. So I think some of you noticed this before the service starts. And then wondered why. What's this? So you can, this is a scale. And then, so this is my Dharma item for my message today. So when we are asked from friends or maybe strangers, so tell me about the Buddhism. What is Buddhism? What would you answer this question? What is Buddhism? I think each of you has different answers in your mind, in your heart now to this question. What is Buddhism? I think there are many different ways to describe Buddhism. So one thing I usually use is mirror, kagami, mirror. So mirror is the item to see ourselves. So that is a kind of one good example to explain what the Buddhism is. And then to me, this is another way to describe what the Buddhism is, scale or maybe balance. But before I start talking about this, let me tell you about a short story. When I bought this scale on Amazon, and then package arrived at home, and then usually my boys they open the package, and then when they saw this box, so this is the box, and then they said, "Who ordered this?" So this is a clearly, baby toy. And then I told them, it's me who bought this, because this is for my Dharma message. And then they understood, right? Because I'm always looking for something to talk about the, Dharma message, right? Items for Dharma message. And then what surprised me was, this simple baby toy has a really nice manual. I was really surprised. Right? There are 11 pages manual. So this manual explained how parents or teachers can use this toy to teach children. It was, this is a really simple toy, but I realized it can be used to teach many, many important things. ごめんなさい。This is a balanced life. So this is the inside, and then I think 4 or 5 different languages. And then, right, so we can, language activities lighter and heavier, and stays even. We can teach vocabulary, and then sorting. There are, you see those, bears. in this like as a weight, so they can sorting. So there are many ways to play with, and then can teach many things with this simple baby toy. So I was kind of really, surprised this well-written, nice manual. And then at the same time, to be honest, I felt a little bit, ashamed or maybe embarrassed, because I had looked down on this toy. This is just a baby toy, right? But after reading this manual, I felt like, I had also kind of become one of the children, right? It was kind of made for, right? So here it says the age range recommendation is set, for age 4 and above plus, right? And now I think I can say yes, I'm also qualified for this toy. But anyway, let me go back to this balance thing. So to me, Buddha Dharma is for our balanced life. Okay. And then, why do we need a Buddhism? Why do we need a guidance of a Buddha? Because we are living unbalanced or imbalanced life, especially from Buddha's eyes, right? What we are doing is kind of something unbalanced, imbalanced. So for example, so this is one way to look at what kind of imbalanced life we live. So this is I, this is others. Okay. So sometimes we say me, I. Look at me. This is mine. That is mine. Right. So we have a very, very strong like a egoistic attitude or very self-centeredness. Right. So because of that kind of attitude, way of life, sometimes we give a trouble to other people. Sometimes we look down on other people, and then we destroy the harmony, right? So this big, huge I, heavy I is the issue. And then we lose the balance, especially harmony or kind of equality with other people or in this society, community, right? And then how about this? Okay, so same size of bear, and then it's balanced. But look at this. So another surprising point of this baby toy is, there is a kind of adjuster. Right? We can kind of make some like a, adjustment of the balance. Right? So this is, I think this toy was maybe $4 or $5, but a kind of really nice toy. I was surprised. So look at this picture. It's balanced. But when we look at here, it's kind of adjusted. Right? So it's not the exact balance. They can adjusted balance. And then how about this? The balance is not level. Right? If there is a kind of stone, or maybe the ground is kind of tilted, it's not the balanced. So this kind of adjustment or kind of tilted ground foundation is maybe our prejudice or maybe bias, right? With those things, we are adjusting. Although it looks balanced, but based with our adjustment or our bias or prejudices, right? And then again, those bias, prejudices, as you know, is a cause of all troubles in our everyday life. So, imbalanced life, right? Me, I, or maybe prejudice, and then, biases. So that's why Buddha says, hey, Kyo, check yourself, right? Aren't you like a too big, huge I, like an egoistic way of life? Or don't you see things with bias or prejudice? Check your, balance, right? So those are the kind of messages from Buddha. Buddha guidance. And then again, so they are the cause of our everyday life. Because of them, we have a disharmony. Because of them, we cannot respect other people. Right? Because of them, we just don't pay attention to other people. So that's why we have a lot of troubles, conflict, war, fights. So Amida Buddha's guidance, Buddha Dharma. So sometimes we talk about the wisdom and then compassion. And then wisdom. So sometimes wisdom is compared, Buddha's wisdom is compared to light. Light to break the darkness, or light to show us things clearly. Right? Especially this Buddha's wisdom is a light so that we can spiritually, religiously see things more clearly, or to know ourselves. Right? And then compassion. Buddha's compassion is Buddha's aspiration or passion to share this wisdom, source of those changes, or to fix our unbalanced balance. So that's why we continue to listen to ourselves, right? And then we keep, this Buddha Dharma within ourselves. So then, our lives, or especially spiritual life, get better, or more balanced life. Although, we are still Bonbu, we are still unenlightened beings, that means we still carry some, self-centeredness, or maybe me attitude occasionally, or bias prejudices. So we are not perfect yet. We are completely imperfect. But with, living the Buddha Dharma, our balance, getting like a more balanced, right? And then that's how we can reduce conflict with other people. We can make some contribution to the more harmonious society world, right? So over this weekend, there are many things happening all over the world, here in the United States, and then outside of the United States, so many things happening. And then many people get hurt, killed, and I'm sure, lost their lives, and then many people have a deep grief and sadness. Yeah. So I do believe Buddha Dharma is very important for each of us to live a balanced life. And then please continue to listen to the Dharma, or even share this important teaching, so that we can have more people who can live a balanced life with the Buddha Dharma. So today, my Dharma quote is this first wasam. Here, Shinran Shonin said, Dharma body is wheel of light. Light is without bound. So universally kind of spreading. Try to reach each of us so that, provide kind of balanced life with this light of wisdom. So that's why I selected this, wasan hymns. And then we also chant this wasan hymn for today's chanting. So this is my Dharma message for today, and I'd like to conclude my message reading this hymn one more time. So if you can, please put your hands together in Gassho. Amida Buddha has passed through 10 kalpas now, since realizing Buddhahood. Dharma body's wheel of light is without bound, shining on the spiritually blind and ignorant of the world. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namo Amida Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Namanda Butsu. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Reverend Kohara, for that excellent Dharma message. So please rise if you are able to follow along with the Gatha, How Sweetly the Lotus Grows, which is on page 183 of the Purple Service Book.
How
little slow, but I felt it a little slow too.
Right. You may be seated. All right. Now, we would like to welcome the new following guest. If you would like to stand, you can. Otherwise, you're free to wave your hand. So today's, oh, did I forget something? No? Okay. All right, we're good. We're good. Okay, so today's guest is Diana. Let's see. Says you live in Berkeley and are originally from New York and attended a New York temple. Well, we're very happy to have you here. Let's see. And that's our guest for today. So we will now read the announcements that have been submitted. So on Wednesday, June 25th at 7 p.m., there will be an online meditation and discussion. The sign-up link is on our website. On Thursday, June 26th at 6:30 p.m., there will be a Berkeley Buddhist Temple Dharmanar, a monthly online study session. So the topic for this Dharmanar will be discrimination and equality. You can also sign up on our website. Let's see. On Saturday, July 12th, from 6:30 p.m. to 8 p.m. at the Berkeley Buddhist Temple, will be Oban Odori. Practice sessions are on Tuesdays and Thursdays from 7:30 to 9 p.m. June 26th, July 1st, the 3rd, the 8th, and the 10th at the Berkeley Buddhist Temple. Everyone is welcome to join. So on Sunday, July 13th, after the service, there will be Ohaka Mairi, cemetery visitation. We will visit the Sunset View Mortuary in El Cerrito, and then the Chapel of the Chime in Oakland. If you would like to join Reverend Kuwahara for this year's cemetery visitation, please contact the temple office. If you can carpool, please let us know. The Jodo Shinshu Center parking will be available next Sunday, June 22nd. The gate will open at 9 a.m. and it will close at 9:30 a.m. sharp. Please arrive during this period to take advantage of the JSC parking for the Sunday service. That's it for announcements. Let's see, thank you so much for letting me be the chairperson today and for bearing with me.
All right. Yeah. Thank you, Jay. So I'd like to say thank you to all those who have today's service possible. And first, Jay, I think you did a great job. Thank you very much. Now we've known you are good at the chairperson. Maybe Roland will contact you again. Okay, and then so thank you very much for live streaming team behind the scene to work hard to broadcast today's service to the world. ありがとうございます. Thank you very much. And then thank you DI for wonderful music today and the wonderful guitar. ありがとうございました. Thank you very much. And then thank you Tara for being minister's assistant today. ありがとうございました. Thank you Tara. And then thank you a June monthly Toban group who are working hard in the social hall to prepare our refreshment for us. Thank you very much, June group. Okay, so I think next week is 早朝期だったかな。ごめんなさい. Yeah, there is another Sunday. End of this month, we will have a guest speaker, Reverend Melissa Opel from BCSF, the Buddhist Church of San Francisco. So please pencil your calendar the last Sunday of June for the former bishop's memorial service with Reverend Melissa Opel. Okay. So again, thank you very much for attending today's service. This concludes today's service. ありがとうございました. Thank you very much.